How have you ended up here?
A long story.
Tell me the story.
Wow.
I got kicked out of my mum's house when I turned 16, which actually kicked me out before my GCSEs, a couple of days before my first exam.
Well, I was homeless at the age of 14.
My mum kicked me out the day after my birthday.
I went to the council and they said that I had to go to the YM because I didn't have a child, so they couldn't support me.
Basically, things just got a bit too much, and last December we had a massive falling out.
It's not exactly the ideal upbringing of a child or teenager.
I was living in a garage, in a garage. Car didn't work, had no engine. Slept in there for about 2 weeks.
I was living in mine and my ex-boyfriend's car at the time. We had a Cavalier. And my washing was going to my dad's ex-girlfriend. She lived next door to an ex-boyfriend of mine.
I lived down stables in a caravan for a year. I've lived along the canal for 7 months in a tent.
Well, I stayed at Stacey's on my birthday. When I got back, Mum gave me a letter because we had another row. She was like, yeah, this will just help you just get a place. So I grabbed some stuff and went down council and showed them the letter, and they stuck me in Acorn Lodge.
It wasn't nice. It was like I did turn to alcohol. Used to just think that was the best thing for me, really, because I had nothing.
It was rough, it was horrible. I wouldn't ask for anybody to go through it. Not what I went through. I wouldn't ask for it.
Because I used to look after the children all the time. I didn't look after myself because I was looking after them. I was always run down.
If my mum and her partner was in an argument, I'd have to take them out and try and do stuff with them to distract them from the argument.
It's always been to and from my dad's and my mum's house, from where my mum's kicked me out. My dad wasn't able to look after me, but most of it's come from my stepdad because of his drug problems.
Depending on what sort of mood he's in at the time, can depend on how he reacts. I mean, sometimes he'll just get a bit mouthy and then walk off. Sometimes he'll get violent.
Got little boys, 2.5. See them twice a week. Due to not being able to cope. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that I don't want him or anything. Looking at me and my son 6 months ago was like looking at my mum with me. Now, and I thought to myself, do I keep it going and let him have a horrible life and ruin his life? Or do I let him go with his dad, have a good life, let me sort myself out? I've still got a long way to go. Still got a long way to go. And then maybe in a couple of years, time or so, have him back. Or if not, have shared responsibility.
In my opinion, she had children too young, so she took her youth into her adulthood and just carried on being childish. Had 5 children. 2007, she had us all taken off her for being out drunk and on drugs and not believing the police that we was in police custody. And from that day, she just didn't care. We all went into care, we all moved out of field. And it went from there, really.
I think because it hurt me and it did mess my head up quite a bit, I'd say if I didn't have any of that problem, I think I probably would have had a bit of a better life. It's I can't blame myself for everything, really. It's if my family were better with me, I think I would have been a better person.
Even if I'm not happy, if I try to be happy and put it on, it makes me feel happy. I don't forget anything, but it goes to the back of my head. Because I never used to be able to do that before. I used to always be negative, unless it's about chocolate or something. So I'm like,
I'm bubbly, chirpy and that around people. Sometimes they don't see me, I'm in my room like singing and crying, but that's how I get it out, like all my anger and that, because I can't always go around hitting people. I will get into trouble. So I just sing really loudly, with my music really loud, and it's right because everyone blasts their music anyways, they don't really hear me. And just like scream and cry like till my heart's like finished and I just fall asleep.
I get angry. That's fair. I do get angry, and I've just got to apparently release it and find a way just to get through with life, instead of like it's always going to be with me, but so I know how to control it.
my main goal for my future is not to turn out like my mum. I'm going to have a job, I'm going to get my own money, and I'm going to pay tax rather than spend other people's tax money.
I would like to be working in a body repair shop. Cars is my passion, man. I love cars. The only thing that brings a smile to my face.
Starring on films, people know me worldwide, like starring in horrors and comedies.
For a better relationship with my brother, I suppose. Because, you know, albeit I might go around saying I hate him to some people, but at the end of the day, he is my brother.
Good job. Maybe my own little house with so much of my mortgage paid off. Little car, little kitty. Just a little life, basically.
I wish it'd be for my mum to like get a little bit better and for them to get a bigger house.
Hopefully get back into racing or something, because I used to ride for Philip Hobbs, and hopefully travel the world one day. So
I suppose like have a normal family, like a normal mum and a normal dad, like together still.
yeah.
And have like more of a family upbringing than a just like here, there and everywhere upbringing with all the drugs and violence and everything.
If you asked me that wish 3 years ago, I would have said I'd have wished for a better life. But to be honest with you, that I wouldn't want to wish for anything, because my past is what made me who I am today. You know, so I wouldn't want to change anything, to say the truth. And that wish, it just don't mean nothing for me.
Right now I can do bus journeys on my own if I know that someone's going to be there at the other end to pick me up. You just learn to cope with it. It's really hard, but you just learn to cope with it.
Try and find something that gives you that strength. Just keep trying, just never give up, because there will come a job around in the end and a flat. You get there in the end.
I'm glad my mum kind of kicked me out, because it kind of like learnt me certain things to do with like life, and like your parents always like you wait till you get older and you'll realise what life's all about, and like I kind of see what they're actually on about now. It's kind of it does hit you. It does hit you.
I haven't done a lot, to be honest. My life starts now.
Brilliant.